Wednesday morning. Good to have you join us on 32 FM 94.9. The program is Break Dawn Newspaper Review. My name is Dili Adeoju.
And I am Chike Ubogu. Good morning, dear listener. I have with me this morning the Guardian newspaper, the Daily Trust, and the online news platform, Premium Times. Also, Oyo Insight inside Oyo this morning.
I have with me just the Daily Post and the Punch newspaper. I take headlines from the Daily Post newspapers now. 2023 presidency, Southwest APC leaders, politicians shun fire miss event in Ibadan. 2023 ticket, why PDP should adopt consensus candidate Tambuwal. Lose 2023 presidential election, Wike tells PDP National Working Committee. 2023, that's how to catch them. Amechi reveals one question Nigerians should ask politicians. Also, 2023 Ngige finally declares for presidency. Yari Marafa yet to announce party of choice. PDP must not rejoice. NNPP don't admit Akwa Ibom factional APC chairman into NEC meeting. Akpano Duede wants Adamu. 2023 non-women friendly aspirants won't be considered for presidential ticket. APC. Benue 2023, Tom does not hate Idoma people. Aid. Resign immediately if you have political ambition or you tell out of political appointees. Also, 2023 presidential ticket, it is payback time in PDP. Wike tells National Working Committee. 2023, I will step down if Ganduje was contesting for presidency. Wike, I have no case with EFCC. Niger PDP governorship aspirant Issa Kantigi. Also, we have this. You will lose. Ganduje tells Wike during visit. Ex-Governor Yari reacts to reported defection to PDP. Most of the stories here this morning from the Daily Post newspaper are about the 2023 election.
All right, from the Daily Trust this morning, bold headline, lead story. Says Imo on edge as crisis hits Olu. More here. 2023, Amechi is my project. I asked him to run. This is coming from Ndume, Senator Ndume there. Okay, we have here, man collapses during deliverance in Abuja Church. Okay, Lagos school driver defiles 3-year-old pupil. Sad story there. Gunmen abduct shoe keeper, steal foodstuff in Abuja. IMF raises Nigeria's 2022 economic growth target to 3.4%. Federal government to fund tech startups with NSIA loans. That's coming from Pantami. There are more headlines from the Daily Trust this morning. We have here APC NEC to ratify May 31st presidential primaries today. Here, 7 dead in Taraba bomb explosion on paid ransom. Bandits kill Kaduna captives, threaten 22 others. Confusion as Imo SDP delegates exchange blows, suspend Congress. Ganduje to Wike, you'll be a good loser in 2023. Probe politicians on tax compliance. FIRS urges anti-graft agency. Fulani men brutalized by soldiers in viral video denied access to relatives. Okay, Infracore, PFAs invest 74.5 billion naira on infrastructure. Call for interim government invitation for anarchy. Imo governor there, Hope Uzodinma, 2023. I fought for you. It's payback time. Wike tells PDP National Working Committee members. Ogun rakes in 11 billion naira as revenue in 3 months. Governorship, Otom pursuing ethnic agenda. That's coming from Idoma leaders. Okay, this one from the foreign scene. South Africa flawed. Buhari rules loss of 341 lives. Women programs need increased funding to address climate change. National security challenges dig deep as our backs are on the wall. That's something to read up there from the Daily Trust. And here we have the sports side from the Daily Trust. Lobby stars seek revival against Gombe as Katsina United plots TSC's fall. These are some headlines from the Daily Trust this morning.
From the Punch newspaper, group commends IPOB's criminal charges against Kano's estranged disciple Ekpa. I'll turn Nigeria into productive nation, says Obi. Residents flee as soldiers occupy Imo communities. More headlines from the Punch newspaper. Haneze faults Oluwo on Igbo presidency. Sans Uzodima Afenifere fault Afe Babalola on interim government. Bandits threaten to kill more kidnap victims. Demand 20 million naira. Katsina CJ inaugurates election petition tribunals once against misconduct. 9 varsity students win UNESCO or NIS scholarship contests. And Lagos trains local government officials and registry management. Make Nigeria safe. Persons with disabilities urge federal government Lagos to upgrade computer systems in MDAs. Flood wreaks havoc in Imo. Victims seek help. Osinbajo hails reforms at International Criminal Court. More headlines from the Punch. Nobody will be allowed to destabilize Nigeria. Buhari. And also Olukoyi, Osun government condoles with late monarch's family. Sanwo-Olu renews driving license. Lords FRSC's professionalism to die as NAF aircraft crashes in Kaduna. Excitement as Ojikalu inaugurates renovated primary school block. Just a few more before we look at another paper. Coalition seeks citizen participation in renewable energy. And Dariye Yame, you squashed portrait egg against Nigerians' faces. Shoyinka hits Buhari. And IGP orders maximum security in schools, colleges.
All right, from the Premium Times this morning, how 66-year-old Nigerian professor allegedly attempted to rape graduating female student. Death Abuja administration seals defense, works, education, health ministries, others. Okay, we have more from the Premium Times 2023. Why I support consensus presidential candidate for PDP. That's coming from the Sokoto State Governor, Aminu Tambuwa. Tinubu not behind Judas Iscariot poster, media office. Don't attack anyone. Are you once PDP presidential aspirants? Nobody will be allowed to destabilize Nigeria. That's coming from the president, President Muhammad Buhari. Imo INEC attack. Uzodinma briefs. Buhari says 2 suspects apprehended. Buhari's men who criticized Jonathan for pardoning Alamesia keep mum over Darie Nyame. Federal government renames National Theatre. That's some read there from the Premium Times this morning. All right, we'll go on this short break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by Elstin Dumo to do some justice to some of these headlines and make some sense from them this morning. Stay tuned, don't go away. Still the Break at Dawn newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9.
Hey, put a spotlight on me. Now let me tell you this. I used to care for the world's opinion.
And I used to fear their rejection.
Omo, I used to beg for validation.
And I used to wait to be seen.
But now, no more.
No more. No more.
Because my time.
My time?
My time.
My own time is now. So what are you waiting for?
INT'L Malta. Be your best.
I'm living the life cause I get this
Hey, kọ́ńbù ẹ̀kú àlejò imú gbòǹgbò ọ̀nà ẹ̀kú àlejò ẹsẹ̀. Ìbàdàn nílé Olúyọ̀lé ẹ̀kú àmójúbà Tizeti Network Limited pẹ̀lú Tizeti. Ìlò omi òjò lẹ́ẹ̀ máa lo ayélujára íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ní Yàwàlù. Torí pé gbajúgbajà ní iléeṣẹ́ Tizeti Network Limited nídìí ìpèsè ayélujára lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà fún iléeṣẹ́ ńláńlá àti olókoòwò kéékèèké lábẹ́ àbúradà Tizeti. Ẹ lè browse, kẹ́ stream, kẹ́ sì tún gbá géèmù bó ṣe wù yín láì níkọ̀sẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìlànà ẹgbẹ̀lẹ́mùkù data. Kèé máa ṣeré ìwọ ni kó má sọ̀fànù. 12,500 naira péré lẹ́ẹ̀fì jẹ mùlá data fódìdí oṣù kan gbáko lábẹ́ àbúradà Tizeti. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti darapọ̀ pẹ̀lú 59,500 naira tí wọ́n fi bá yín gbé kalẹ̀. Tẹ́sí lu ayélujára fódìdí oṣù kan gbáko láì níkọ̀sẹ̀. Ẹ kàn sí wifi.com.ng/OYO. Ẹ sì lè pe 090-8749-3040 090-8749-3040 tàbí kẹ́ ẹ tẹ àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ sí internet@wifi.com.ng. Ayélujára ní Yàwàlù Ọ̀yọ́ ló wà.
ẹ ǹlẹ́ o alábàágbé mi mo ní kí n wá bẹ̀yìn wò ni. ìyá Bíọ́lá àlàáfíà la wà. ẹ ṣeun. mo kọ yín kọ wọ́n wà ẹ̀yin náà ńkọ́.
kódà ìyá mi lábúlé gan wà lálàáfíà. ìyá Bíọ́lá ṣé kò sí.
mẹ́wòó ìtasọ́sọ́ jọ̀lọ́ fún yóò jẹ́ rí mú mi o ni mo bá ní wá fọwọ́ ara mi tún ara mi ṣe.
ẹ wọlé wá jẹ́wọ́ jàre.
àgbéyẹ̀fun ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ ọ̀ngá jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù tuntun dé o. ohun ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ tó ń fúnrẹ́sì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù yín lójúlówó adùn àti ìtasọ́sọ́ jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù tí ò ṣeé kọ̀ sílẹ̀.
Onga. Mama's helping hand.
Uncle Dentist, what be cavities and how Colgate take they protect my teeth from cavities? Shay, they use Kung Fu?
No, dear. Now, hole for teeth they cause most tooth pains will be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula could help keep natural calcium inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
Yes, cavities out!
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Get up and go, 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 go. With Countdown Choco, go, go, go. Get up and, get up and, get up and go. No matter what you gotta do, do it. With Countdown Choco, by the rich must earn for vitality. Get up and go. Stay strong, save the world, take action. Get up and go.
Cowbell chocolate with Vita-Rich plus iron.
Sumbo, where are you going looking like you want to beat somebody? My sister, see me see trouble oh. Abeg, see wetin I order, see wetin the deliver give me. It resemble, and I don't pay online oh.
Chai, now why me I dey like buy online only on Jumia? Because I fit pay on delivery and return or change my item for free if I change my mind.
And you tell me before oh. Now Jumia go dey buy from going forward. For first, that's in apparel. Now me and you today.
Sumbo.
Enjoy peace of mind that comes with pay on delivery when you shop on Jumia and avoid stories that touch. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
By popular demand, registration for Canada Permanent Visa Program has been extended till Tuesday, 3rd of May 2022.
The government of Canada is determined to attract more than 1.2 million families and individuals to relocate between 2021 and end of 2023. This is unprecedented. The government of Canada will allow only those who will be employable to get the permanent visa. Jonathan King Limited will assist professionals, graduates and artisans in various fields and trades to go to Canada and prosper. Jonathan King Limited will help students secure full-time graduate and postgraduate admissions to tertiary institutions. Full-time students are allowed to work in Canada. There are also opportunities for scholarships, grants, or at least interest-free loans. Pick up a registration form immediately at Jonathan King Limited, 1st and 6th floors, Cocoa House, Ibadan. First floor, God's Grace Plaza, 65 Allen Avenue, Ikeja, and the Bronx Bookshop, former CMS, besides Our Saviour's Cathedral, Jebode.
Remember, registration ends Tuesday, 3rd of May 2022. No extension.
When you think of fruit juice and all the goodness that comes in it, think Chivita. It is many years of trust, quality, and all the goodness of fruit poured into one lovely pack with no artificial flavors, colors, and preservatives, specially made for you. And there is more to choose from. Whatever your preferences are, there is a Chivita for you. If you love an active life, there's Chivita Active. Or you can just relax and unwind with Chi Exotic. If you are the cool dude, say hello to Happy Hour. And if you are the explorer who simply wants to try something refreshingly different, Chivita Iced Tea is your drink. However you want it, there is a Chivita for you. There is a Chivita for everyone. So, what's your Chivita?
Thank you so much for joining us. In case you just joined, this is Brookedon Paper Review on 32 FM 94.9. We're located on the 4th floor, Cocoa House Building, Dugbe, Ibadan. My name is Dele Adeoju.
And I am Chike Obogo. Let's start with this story from the Premium Times. And the headline says, Tinubu criticizes Buhari, other Nigerian leaders for poor governance and failed promises. Presidential aspirant Bola Ahmed Tinubu has taken a swipe at Nigerian leaders, saying he will tackle the challenges they have failed to address if he becomes the president. Speaking in Lagos over the weekend while addressing hundreds of young people who gathered to declare their support for his ambition, Tinubu said, in quote, "We feel your anger when you are angry. I don't blame you. The promises of the past have failed to realize that you build a future from the onset, from the kindergarten. We cannot continue the lamentation of the past." End of quote. Headline, Tinubu criticizes Buhari, other Nigerian leaders for poor governance, failed promises.
Austin Idumi is with us on the studio this morning. Austin, good morning. And with that,
good morning.
Good morning, Austin.
With that story and the headline that Chike just read, it seems like governance is on holiday and election 2023 is on the table of every of our administrators.
Yes, it's always the case, especially in a pre-election year, where governance will be relegated to the background and politicians jostle for tickets of their political party, fight for nomination. This has always been the story as far as the Nigerian political calculation or scenario is concerned. That is why we have said that any serious government, once you have voted into office, you must hit the ground running, because all that you have in terms of governance and administration is within a period of just 3 years, not 4 years anymore, because the last year will be for election, whether you are seeking a second time or you are planning for a successor in office and what have you. Yes, back to the story. Tinubu criticizes President Muhammadu Buhari administration. Apart from Tinubu, this is going to be a very big challenge for the would-be APC presidential candidate. Most of the time I wonder, what would this fellow, for example, be talking about? That is why when they all started, including Tinubu, they will tell you, I'm going to build on the legacy of Mr. President. So they are using that to want to buy favor from Mr. President to support their candidacy. But from all indication, I wouldn't want to preempt. I do not know. Maybe Tinubu is seeing the handwriting more clearly now on the wall, that the support might not be forthcoming any moment from now. That is why I feel that things are not proper. This is what Nigerians want people like Tinubu to say before now, that all is not well with the structure and the governance
for
in the country.
so long.
Of course, they will continue to keep quiet. Once you belong to the ruling party and you are a chieftain of that party, you are a loyal party man. You know, some people feel that people like Tinubu should come out to condemn what is happening in the government. He can't do that. And more so, he nurses a presidential ambition. That is why I said earlier that I feel sorry for the would-be candidate of the APC eventually, because it's going to be very difficult for you to say that, oh, the current government has not done enough for the people. Look at Ngige yesterday. At his declaration arena, he said the Buhari administration has done so much for the country that it is only that it's being misconstrued or misunderstood.
You know, I was actually going
by the Southeasterner.
Yeah.
So everybody want to come in a way to first of all say Buhari had performed, even when it is glaringly clear between you and I that the president has not done enough, or perhaps his best is not enough for us
how
as
easy
a country.
will it be for Tinubu to absolve himself from all this?
He can't absorb himself. That is why at some point he will tell you want to build on the legacy. They will tell you Buhari is a patriot. Buhari has done what nobody has ever done in the history of the country before. But deep down inside, they know that the president has not done so many things, and a lot of things is going wrong under the supervision and the watch of Mr. President. Maybe perhaps this is just the original Tinubu who is vying for the position of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to say that where they have failed, I will deliver. You know, that statement is pregnant.
So it took him 7 years to talk. Even during the NSAS protest, he didn't talk.
In short, even during the NSAS protest, even the Esme crisis in Okiogun and everywhere, Tinubu would take like 30 days to react to some of this story, and in the reaction, he will always sit on the fence. You know, a little to the left, a little to the right.
Just as a typical politician.
Yes, as a typical politician that he is, especially for his presidential ambition.
Austin, were you expecting Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to react all those while knowing fully well that he is not part of this government directly?
Yes, he's not part of this government directly. He does not hold any office as far as the government is concerned. He's not the head of any agency.
Yeah.
But he helped to bring this government into power.
Nigeria said you sold Buhari to us.
Yes, he sold Buhari to us. Not only him, so many of them sold Buhari to us, but him most especially. You understand? He sold Buhari to us, and there is no way, based on his citizen, as a loyal party man, there is no way he will come up. Of course,
as a loyal party leader.
As a loyal party leader.
Okay.
Chike, that's the issue. Some of these people that are saying today that the government is bad, if it were to be their own party in power, they will see things from another angle. That is the way a typical politician behave. I know of somebody that says that, this is my party. Even if they do, even if they don't do well, I can't come out to say that they have not done well, because any moment I say that, it will look like betrayal, as if I'm fighting from within my party. Now that he wants to pursue a presidential ambition, is in between the web. Whether to say that the government has paid, because if you say that you want to come, you want to deliver, Nigerians will ask you, the electorate will ask you, delivering on what? Since as a party man, you feel all is well with Nigerians, what are you coming to do? So it's going to really be dicey for any candidate eventually that emerges as APC presidential candidate, because I really do not understand some things that they will be saying to Nigeria. Some of them will say, I will build on the Buhari project, Buhari legacy project. I will build on the foundation President Muhammadu Buhari lay. And when you x-ray the foundation, you begin to wonder what type of foundation. Of course, there are some other good things that the president has done, like the area of infrastructure and what have you. But in any of the achievement made by Mr. President, insecurity is bedeviling the country. Insecurity is submerging, like the ocean, submerging some of the little achievement the President Muhammadu Buhari administration has made in some critical sector of the economy. That is the basic truth. We can't come to the studio and tell Nigerians that the president has not done anything. We are not that type of people. You understand? We will say it the way it is. In some areas, the president has done relatively well, but in critical areas, like the issue of security, because security is the fundamental. Security is the father of every other achievement that you may achieve as a government, because no matter the infrastructure that you build, within a trickle of an eye, if security issues are not properly managed, it can be eroded. That's the truth.
All right, there's this headline here, like you mentioned earlier. Ngige officially declares for presidency, says President Buhari has not failed. And the body here says the Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, has officially declared his intention to run for the position of president on the platform of the APC. He said APC did not fail as many would like to say. Ngige, while addressing his supporters in his hometown at Alo in Demili North local government area in Anambra State on Tuesday, also said President Muhammadu Buhari had not failed. According to him, the president worked with the resources available to him. And the headline, Ngige officially declares for presidency. Now, everybody is declaring for presidency. And then you want to ask, what is the motive for these this influx of presidential aspirants within the APC?
And as a rider to that, why do we have a lot of foot soldiers to Ashiwaju and declaring their intention?
Yes, the more the merrier. That is what we have always said. It is
isn't that betrayal?
Well, you may call it betrayal.
Isn't that as the spirit of Judas Iscariot?
Well, whether Judas Iscariot or not, you may call it betrayal, but it depends on what you also mean. It's relative in the sense whether betrayal or not. They reserve the right. I do not think there's any law that says that once a former principal or still your principal, once it declare an intention to run, you can also run again. The more the merrier. But the way things are going, if care is not taken, we might be making mockery of the whole process. How do I mean? Because with the number of people, even within the APC, that will still come out to declare their intention before their convention, you discover that this most likely may be the highest number of people during election, especially presidential election, who will come out to indicate their interest. Whether President Muhammadu Buhari has done well or not, what I want aspirant like Ngige to say is that this is what I'm going to do differently. You understand? Amechi said something, I think 2 days ago or yesterday, that when they tell you they will do this, just ask them simple question. How? You understand? That is what we must pay attention to. How? The era of we are going to change this, we are going to do this, that is what brought us to where we are today in the country. Some 7 years ago, some people came to us to sell the idea of a change to us. We didn't even bother to ask them whether it was a positive or negative change. We swallowed the P, hook, line, and sinker, and here we are today in the country. We thought we have had it so worse at that time, that is the worst we could ever had. Under Goodluck Jonathan, everybody closed their eyes. They felt that, we have never had it so bad. Things have gone so bad. Poverty, unemployment, hunger in the land, and what have you. Now let us reverse back. let us wind back and see the current position vis-a-vis where we started from at that time. So when politicians come to you, anybody can declare interest to run, but ask them the fundamental question: how are you going to do this? For a presidential aspirant, for example, that will come and say you are going to buy fuel for 40 naira, that presidential aspirant should not even be voted for, because that person is deceiving the country, knowing fully that you have not been able to eliminate landing costs. And how do you eliminate landing costs? Local refining capacity. So we must be very careful.
Peter Obi says it will turn Nigeria into productive nations.
Yes, I know Peter Obi can do it. He should estray or highlight how he will get this done. This man has not been to the national government before now. You understand? He has only been state governor, and I can say it with good authority that he delivered. He did so well as state governor. But you are vying for the office of the president, and you don't know the actual resources of the country. You understand? This is one of the issues. Both presidential aspirant as governorship aspirant. It is very key. That is why you see people over-promising, and when they get into office, they won't be able to deliver. I was surprised to read yesterday that Soludo has spent about 32 or 33 days in office, and one of the things he said he will publish the manifesto of his government. He has not been able to publish it. He said it during campaign. At the level of inauguration, he said it again. Just 33. He said
isn't that the reason why some people believe that a vice presidential candidate would be better to be floated, because he has access to facts and figures already?
See, there are so many things too the vice president does not know as far as the government is concerned.
Really?
Of course, yes. The vice president position is most especially a delegated position. I've said this times without number. There's a huge gap. Whether they believe it or not, that is not my business. But the truth of the matter is that there are so much. Look at Atiku now. Atiku spent 8 years as the vice president, and since then he has labored all his life to become the number one man. I don't know whether you understand the point I'm making. So there are a lot of things. Look at Ganduje. Between Ganduje and Kwankwaso, he was the deputy governor for 8 years, 4 years, then another 4 years. At the end of the day, he became governor. His eyes was open to so many things, to the extent that he can't contain. He had to start fighting his one-time principal. So that is the way it works. There are so many things, even in government, that as close as the vice president or deputy governor is, they won't be able to know, because they are not supposed to know. They are kept by the confines of the constitution based on the prescription and the discretion of the principal, which is either the governor or Mr. President.
All right, let's come to Oyo State, and elections brewing. Very soon we'll have primaries from parties. And now this headline came yesterday. There was a press conference, and the headline: 3 commissioners, other 93 ADC appointees join PDP in Oyo State. And ahead of the 2023 general elections, all the 3 commissioners appointed into Oyo State cabinet on account of the 2019 political coalition that brought in Governor Seyi Makinde have announced their defection to the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The commissioners who were also joined by special advisors and 93 other special assistants appointed into local government positions from the ADC said their decision to pitch tent with the People's Democratic Party in the state was as a result of Governor Makinde's fidelity to the promises made to the coalition. Some of those people who joined, who decamped and joined the PDP, the Commissioner for Information, Wasiu Olatubosun, Commissioner for Energy, Barrister Seun Ashamu, and the Commissioner for Agriculture, Honorable Adeniyi Adebisi, and many others. And the headline: 3 commissioners, other 93 ADC appointees join PDP in Oyo State. PDP is trying to fortify itself ahead of the 2023 gubernatorial elections.
Yes, especially because of the would-be eternal enemy within the party. You know, those people have benefited. This some group within the other parties that made the emergence of Seyi Makinde as the governor possible. Some are satisfied. Some have, the governor have not been able to placate some of them. And we have seen the politics in the last 3 years. So it's ordinarily expected that people like Wasiu Olatubosun, who was first of all appointed as Commissioner for Information, the cabinet was dissolved. Yeah. He made the list back again. It was ordinarily expected that someone like that would want to cross carpet to the party. I do not expect that having worked with the governor for about 4 years, they will go back to their original party that fused and produced Governor Seyi Makinde at that point in time. Don't also forget, we have a lot of enemies of the governor within the PDP, the original PDP. You understand? They felt that their interests have not been properly accommodated. Some of them felt that without their influence at that time, Governor Seyi Makinde would have emerged the governor of Oyo State. So let's see how it goes. Whether at the end of the day, it will be like the case of Agbola Ajayi versus Akeredolu of Ondo State. You know, Agbola said if not for him, Akeredolu would have become the governor. And being on the ballot for the second time of Akeredolu, they went into the election. He couldn't even win his local government. So let's see how powerful these guys are. But I think it is not over yet for Governor Seyi Makinde, because he still has to continue to work more, play more of his politics more maturely in such a way that at the end of the day, some people will not rock the boat for him from within. Because all the people that threaten that the governor will not get a second time in office, will not be elected for a second time in office, they are from PDP.
The governor seemed so relaxed and focused. He seemed to know what he is doing. He's not the talking type, but some you want to say his calmness could be very dangerous. Right?
Yes, his calmness could be very dangerous. I think that is his winning strategy.
It's working for him.
Yes, it's really working for him, because you can't second guess him. He's not the one that talks too much that you even misquote. You know, from talking too much, you can be misquoted.
Of course.
You understand? So this one will not even talk. You won't even be able to guess his next line of action. I think it's a very good one for him.
All right, we'll go on this break, and when we come back, the Break of Dawn newspaper review continues. We'll open the phone lines. Get ready with your phones. 0705 5000 949 and 0809 7000 949.
Hey, Moga, so you said no to quick trust person back. Correct. We plenty for you. Last, waiting man, I don't see for this life, eh? Rich, oh. So if you said no like to use your card to the shop online, or you like to see what you they pay for before you pay, problem no day. When you shop on Jumia, you go fit pay on delivery when your order reach your domot, either with cash or your card. So, oh yeah, now to the shop on top Jumia remain. Make your mind cooler with pay on delivery. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
ẹ̀yin tèmi ó dẹ̀ rọrùn fún mi láti máa ṣorin fún yín ṣùgbọ́n ṣé mo kó tó tún rọrùn fún mi jù láti ṣe àsopọ̀ NIN mi àti ẹ̀ka ìpè Glo mi mo lè mú ẹ̀rọ ìpè mi kí n sì tẹ *109*NIN# tàbí kí n pe 109 lórí ẹ̀ka ìpè Glo mi kí n sì tẹ̀lé àwọn ìfilọ́lẹ̀ rẹ̀ tí kò bá wù mí láti pè mo lè tẹ àtẹ̀ránṣẹ́ NIN mi sí 109 mo lè kàn sórí gloworld.com/NIN pẹ̀lú íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ayárabíàṣá mi tí kò bá sún mi tí ò rẹ̀ mí mo lè yà ní ẹ̀ka Glo World tó súnmọ́ mi jù tó bá dẹ̀ ti gbàgbé NIN rẹ̀ tẹ *346# láti rí gbà padà ẹlòmíì lè béèrè wípé tí n bá ní NIN pọ̀ kò burú Glo jẹ́ igi lẹ́yìn ọgbà ẹ̀ nítorí o lè yan fandawọ èyíkéyìí Glo World tó súnmọ́ ẹ jù kó sì ṣe forúkọsílẹ̀ ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé má jẹ́ kán já ẹ̀ka ìpè Glo rẹ o nítorí àwọn àǹfààní tó pọ̀ sí ìpè àti dátà látọwọ́ Glo àti so NIN rẹ pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ka Glo rẹ ó rọrùn gidi kò léwu ọ̀fẹ́ ni kò sì ní wàhálà rárá.
Glo Unlimited.
ǹlẹ́ o alábàágbé mi mo ní kí n wá bẹ̀yìn wò ni ìyá Bíọ́lá àlàáfíà làwà ẹ ṣeun mo kọ yín kọ wọ́n wà ẹ̀yin náà ńkọ́.
kódà ìyá mi lábúlé gan wà lálàáfíà ìyá Bíọ́lá ṣé kò sí.
mẹ́wòó ìtasọ́sọ́ jọ̀lọ́ fún yín ò jẹ́ rí mú mi o ni mo bá ní wá fọwọ́ ara mi tún ara mi ṣe.
ẹ wọlé wá jẹun jàre.
àgbéyẹ̀fun ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ ọ̀ngá jọ̀lọ́f tuntun dé o ohun ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ tó ń fúnrẹ́sì jọ̀lọ́fù yín lójúlówó adùn àti ìtasọ́sọ́ jọ̀lọ́fù tí ò ṣeé kọ̀ sílẹ̀.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Angels Market ìròyìn ayọ̀ rèé fún gbogbo ará àgbègbè Aṣí Bódìjà Àkóbọ̀ Ìdí Àpẹ́ títí dé Ìwó Road pàápàá jùlọ Báṣọ̀run pé ilé ìtajà Angels Market nìkan lẹ́tí lè rí Indomie noodles Golden spaghetti òróró king pẹ̀lú ẹ̀dínwó jọjọ sí iye tẹ́ ẹ rà á lágbèni gbogbo ẹ̀yin alára tútà pátápátá nínú ọjà ńláńlá aláràjẹ àti olókoòwò kéékèèké ẹ má wulẹ̀ ṣòpò láti máa dààmú kiri mọ́ ẹ wá kó ọjà yín ní ọ̀pọ̀ kú ọ̀yọ̀kú nílé ìtajà Angels Market kẹ́ ẹ sì ṣòwò kẹ́ ẹ jèrè gbogbo ohun tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ló wà lọ́dọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wọn lápòlápò tàbí ní páálí.
ẹ̀gbọ́n o gbogbo ohun tí ẹ bá rà ní Angel's Market ló wẹ̀ ò gajara lọ.
ilé ìtajà Angel's Market wà ní àdójúkọ Islamic High School Báṣọ̀run Ìbàdàn. ẹ̀rọ ọ̀báraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ni 08033283574 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 08033283574 Angel's Market gbogbo ohun tí ẹ fẹ́ ló wà lọ́dọ̀ wọn lẹ́dínwó.
Are you a young school leaver waiting for admission or a tertiary institution student held back by ASU incessant strike actions or professional itching to switch to a career in IT? Zenov Technologies brings you good news of its Technology Fellowship Program. This is a 2-year program where you are trained to become a software engineer or cybersecurity professional or data analyst or cloud engineer with an opportunity to work with a fast-growing company. Through these programs, all successful candidates shall be given a laptop each with hybrid learning model and have access to our technology hub in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, or Ibadan with a host of other opportunities. What then are you waiting for? Visit www.senoftech.xyz/tech fellowship to register for just 10,000 naira only. Application closes on 31st May 2022. For more inquiries, please call 0907 197 3859. Senoft Technologies, a key to unlocking your potentials in IT.
Aisha, my neighbor, I made your favorite Auntie B pasta. Come join us for iftar.
The goodness of Ramadan is meant to be shared. Share the blessings of this season with delicious meals made with Auntie B pasta. Auntie B, your smart choice.
All right, welcome back. 32 FM 94.9. Break it down is a review. Chike said, get your phones ready. The phone lines are beeping already. 070-55,949, 080-97,949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. I am John Njako.
Right.
Thank you. Yes, Austin said that he's sorry for the Wood APC candidate. And I had asked last week, or I said last week that I will find it difficult to remove or delete the name of the VP on the first episode that was recorded by Major General Muhammad Buhari. Also said they have heard you, but my question is how many Nigerian presidents have participated in the presidential debate so that Nigeria can have the opportunity to even ask them questions. Then another thing was that if someone sold someone to Nigerians or to some people. Because you see, the problem with us is that we fail to probe into the past. Someone appeared on the scene as a game changer, and at the end of the day, what Nigeria was told was that the initial objectives were betrayed and the fundamental changes do not appear on the horizon. If we were to probe into the past, we will not do the mistake that we have done now. I'm putting that on to us in Ijimu. Let me be brief so that others can call.
All right, thank you for calling. 07055,949 and 0809-7000-949. Those are the numbers to call this morning to air your views on some of these headlines. Which one of them resonates with you this morning? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Okoyemi from Akubo.
All right.
About what the guest said that Governor Shinaki is that is a very good approach to politics. Because if you see an individual candidate that is like, I want to do this government, I want to do this government. Every citizen will know that this kind of person doesn't have anything to do. If he enters the seat, what does he have to deliver to the citizens? And also, about him going for the second time. Is it about partitions or about political party? As long as the individual, the content is at the interest of the people, is it what the masses want? That's what we citizens, we people of Oyo should focus on, not about the political party or where the person is coming from. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
This is from Oyo.
All right.
Billy, the first headline also analyzed is Tinubu did not talk only on Buhari government. He said past government. Why only one government we are also analyzed? That's the first question. The second thing is, Governor United is doing well. What about his party? The politicians are the people that will go to the party. And crisis in all APC and PDP in the US. We must manage this very well. Have a nice time.
All right, Austin, Shehu is saying that past governments, we cannot categorize this government as a past government. He's saying that Tinubu was referring to the past government, giving us epileptic power. But I know that this government...
We also, the epileptic power situation has not stopped. It's short, is getting worse under this administration. Where we had 3 collapses, national grid collapses for
in 1 month.
We did 25 days.
Hello, good morning.
So
good morning.
Good morning. My name is David. I'm calling from Bodija.
All right, David, shoot.
Good morning to you, David, and Mr. Chike.
Good morning.
In the studio. And I greet our analysts in the studio there. I want to talk about the party members of the cabinet of Sheyi Makinde, not in support of his second term in government. It is just like the last caller said. I really like the way she spoke. It is not about the party members or their support, but what has been delivered to we citizens and what we really appreciate about the governor. If we citizens say we want Sheyi today once again, then it is fine. It is not for the party member to choose who to govern us once again. It is high time we citizens stand up for what is right and know what we want. Because these are the ordinary periods when it approaches just like this, different kind of allegations and sorts of words not supporting the governor. We start arising, matters will start arising from left and right. But it is not what we citizens should focus on. We should focus on what we want. At this point where Nigeria is now, we should have learned what is right. We should know what is wrong and right. We citizens have to do what is best.
All right, David, I'll have to let you go. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
This is Shegun Back. Go and read the headline very well and the body. It's not only about Buhari government alone.
All right.
What is that?
All right, Shegun, your point has been made. Thank you. 070550949 and 0809700949. Those are the numbers to call. Well, for that story, if you look at... okay, let's pick this call. Hello, good morning. Okay, the story, that headline from the Premium Times, 2023, Tinubu criticizes Buhari, other Nigerian leaders for poor governance, failed promises.
Let's look at a paragraph from that story.
Okay, so so you get to understand what this whole thing is all about. A presidential aspirant, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has taken a swipe at Nigerian leaders, saying he will tackle the challenges they have failed to address if he becomes president. He also went on and on to even to talk about Buhari again. In his speech, which video was seen by Premium Times, Tinubu did not distinguish between the government of incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari and that of Mr. Buhari's predecessors. So he went ahead to even still talk about the Buhari government.
See, Chike, Dele, for the purpose of argument, let's even agree that Tinubu criticizes the former government before Buhari on erratic power supply. But today, is the power situation better off? Some weeks ago, this same Tinubu told the youth that how can they give you erratic power supply
it's even part of the story.
And call you lazy.
It says it was not only in the area of failed promises that Mr. Tinubu took a swipe at Mr. Buhari and other former presidents. The former Lagos governor also took a direct but veiled swipe at President Buhari for referring to young Nigerians as lazy.
Was it Obasanjo that called Nigerian youth lazy? That is the point.
We have to go.
It's time to go.
We have to go. Austin, your final thoughts.
Yes, party also matters. The party had to nominate candidates. I know we must vote for candidate, credible candidate, but we can't separate the party from the candidate. God bless Nigeria.
My name is Dele Adeyanju. The program returns tomorrow morning. Shortly, we'll bring you Smarky's show with INT'L.
My name is Chike Ubogu. Good morning and do have a wonderful day.